everybody, Bearded CB82 here. So I got asked a question, and it's about time anyways, when I posted a picture on Instagram of my toolbox, and they said, how about an updated toolbox tour? Now y'all know I'm no longer working at the CNG shop. That place pretty much closed down anyway, so I got out of there just in time. A lot of bad crap's been happening with that company the past year. So had to make a move. Got a job with the municipality and working on it's about 80 or 90 units between power units, diesels, gas service trucks, municipality trucks, vehicles, vans, cars, and a few other things too, but we'll talk about those later. But yeah, so me, one other guy in the shop. It's a Sunday. I'm off the clock. Nobody else is here, and I got to do work on my truck. So, anyways, let's take a look at how things have turned out. All right, so here we kind of are, my little corner of the shop. Got a job working for, well, it's a state-paid job basically for the municipality, and better pay, better benefits. So, starting off here on the left, my Milwaukee M12 grease gun and my new Milwaukee shop vac, which is actually pretty handy. Hopefully this one, well, so far it's lasted longer than my very first one, which 2 uses, 20 minutes. The first few days I had it, Milwaukee sent it in for warranty, and they sent me a whole brand new one. So Capri 3/4 inch, brake bleeder, some more tools, propane for the torch, my 12-ton jack. Coming up here to the top, Citrol, yes, that's the top. Bluetooth speaker. Yeah, odds and ends. It's just how the top rolls. Other side of the top. There we go. My Milwaukee stuff, my Milwaukee hanger. Yep, my work monitor. And then we're going to start off in the socket drawer. So here we are real quick. A lot of this stuff I think I've had during the past. Updated toolbox tour a couple years ago. Some of the things are new. The Capri shallow, or super shallow, 1/2-inch drive impact sockets. And move some things out of the way. Safety glasses. Yes, safety glasses. Spare flashlight. Got that off of a giveaway from Plumber Paige. Shout out to her. Move my rag here. So yeah, all the 1/4-inch stuff, SAE, metric, then all SAE on this side, all the way up to 1 inch and 9/16. Then on this side, there again, and then my swivel sockets, Capri. Let's see here. Where is that one? Yeah. Still using those. There's some snap-on ones mixed in there as well. 3/8 drive, 1/2-inch semi-deeps, 1/2-inch deeps. These are the Ulsa tools. Been using them a little bit, and they've been working out pretty good. Been giving them a year-long test here. And more. This is just because that goes up to 24 for 3/8 drive. I just stick them on the same according sizes on the 1/2-inch rack there. 1/2-inch shallow, 1/2-inch deep. I think that's like the 27 or the 30 millimeter. Some 3/8 drive, 1/4-inch stuff, odds and ends. Been using a lot more bit stuff here lately, so I did pick up some Phillips bits, the Capri triple squares. 12 point impact deep, more metric swivel. Over here do have the 1 1/8 inch, 1 7/16, or 15/16. So that's it for the top drawer. Oh yeah, bits. Like I said, been going through a lot. Got something else for you. All right, ratchet drawer. As you can see, all the standards. Still been using the Ulsa and the Capri. Got some other odds and ends here. Sometimes I need a long flex head, 3/8. Got that. got the regular Capri tools there. Got that 1/4 inch long, extra long 1/4 inch drive I got from Tarek. Doing pretty good. Do have the digital and snap-on, and then the Capri torque beam style torque wrench, 1/2 inch drive. Is sometimes it's just a lot faster and easier to use this than it is to mess with this. This is good when you have plus degrees. So there's all that. Capri, Blue Point, Ulsa tools, snap-on, work mirrors, extensions, Pro Calc Plus, long pink 3/8 little picks, screwdriver and pliers that I forgot to put back in the drawers. Not much has changed here. Snap-on, Capri, Craftsman USA, Blue Point, Snap-on, Capri, old Craftsman USA, Baco 32. Not much has changed in this drawer altogether. My spare torque bits, some specialty tools that I had to make. This is when you go buy the cheap stuff. 15 and a 16 millimeter. That was for when I was working on the Cascadias. All of my lovely, plenty of those. Some bits for my mini cordless engraving polishing tool. These wrenches are in my butt cart. And then SAE, these are the Ironton from Northern Tool, nothing special there. All right, now I know I've been meaning to get, I gotta find the footage that I have of this, of the review on these for the Ulsa tools, but that's how everything kind of sits in here. That's where that one screwdriver goes down there underneath the bit driver. So Ulsa tools, still been using those. These just in case I do need to get a bigger wrench for extra leverage. They've been doing all right. Snap-on hose picks, pointed and smooth, and still using all those. So bang for the buck with the holder. I'd say it's pretty good. I'll compare these, like I think I said in my video, to the Blue Point version that Snap-on sells. Capri ratcheting, metric and standard set. That's actually pretty good set. Then I have the offsets, of course, swappable. Then the thin wrenches. These are the Capri tools. There's a few other manufacturer sellers out there that have something similar. I can't speak to them, but I can speak to these. These are pretty good. Had them several years, not a problem there. And then that one for when I was working on CNGs, because I had to actually grind it down. There again, go with the cheap stuff. This is something that I've had it for a couple years now. Oh my gosh, I don't see why somebody would go and spend $450 on Snap-on when you could buy these. A guy I used to work with at the other shop before he went to Wisconsin, because he quit too, and he had 19 years with the company. I had about better part of a decade. Why would you use the Snap-ons when you could get these so much cheaper? And they work phenomenal. I never thought I'd need them till I started using them. And then when you airlines underneath trailers, in the tractor, stuff like that, sure, it's a little bit shorter, but that offset excuse me, allows you to get in between beams and axles and frames and everything else a little bit better. So yeah, that's the SAE 1/4 all the way up to 1, no skips. And here we've got the Ulsa Tools SAE 6-point ratcheting. Why more people don't use 6-point is beyond me. That is just like awesome. Then I do have some more of the extractor wrenches from Capri, and then doubles, because sometimes you need it, 13, 16, 7/8, 15, 16, 1 inch and a 16th. Those are all the made in Taiwan gear wrench. They don't make them like that no more. Those back. Who says you need a jumbo toolbox to store everything? All right. Hammers. Pick. kind of a flat bladed chisel. Cutters, capri tools, mini pliers, some of the pry bars, the longer sets, vice grips, Baco, the Ulsa tools. There again, why would you go buy that set for like $250 or $300 from Snap-on when a third of the price gets you the pair that I beat the ever-living crap out of? Channel locks, because channel lock, I got the, I've had this set since 13 years now. This is the Nipex. Welcome to America, we won the war. 74-250s. Cutters, hose pliers. Been using a lot more hose pliers lately, so I had to pick up a few more pairs. Cutter, cable cutter. Yep, and this set goes right there. I've finally been using the Snap-on one. Bought them when they first came out over 2 years ago. Hardly used them the first year. I think I used it like 4 times, but with this current job, I've been using them more. Probably my favorite set of Pliers out of the whole set's the needle nose and the little bitty guys as well. Those have been the most handy. Snap ring pliers. Been dealing a little bit more with hoses. Bought a set of hose clamp pliers for the spring clamps. Pliers that I've had since 2010 or 11. Wire strippers, scrapers, carbides. Long plier set back there. All right, fun drawer. So we've got Irwin extractor set there, odds and ends fuses, files, the mini files. It's for troubleshooting ABS, test light 24 volt, chisels and punches, strap wrench, master accessory set, some drill bits, the Lyle tap sockets, refractometer, spare blades, my odds and ends drawer, because I just keep a spare 3/4 inch 3/8 impact socket, fittings, lens cleaners, other stuff. Milwaukee M12. I've gone pretty much entirely M12 with the exception of a few tools. I got the Blue Point little extractor bits, screw extractor bits, more of those, fittings for, well, originally AC, but this one, so you can plug it into the Freightliners and some of the Volvos out there. You plumb directly into the air system to air things up. Voltmeter still rocking. I got the electrical terminal service kit. All right, so still using these little bitty rather than getting the Lyle set that's overpriced from Snap-on or Blue Point. Electrical troubleshooting kit. So my little pick set that's pink, that's in the last one. Blue Point crimper. This is a wire stripper, and then that's more of the crimper kit. Spare glad hands and what have you. Lockout kit, welding cap, yak tracks, because we got issued those here where I work. Spare odds and ends, puller, stuff there. Webasto heater stuff. What else? That's for the battery saver, memory saver. Top Don battery tester. That's actually been pretty handy. AC seals, button starter, spare stuff, spare gloves. Top Don battery starter, or battery tester. This has actually been fairly accurate and has been doing its job pretty well. I need to do a review on that at some point in time. Yep. My Depth Tech scope, still using that. one of the testers I use. And the other OBD tester that I use has been this one. Been using this one off and on lately. And then the Blue Point, that one's about getting ready to be retired at some point. All right. Oh yeah, the sides. So gear oil, spare drill bits, everything else, spare bits, torch, jack stands, bucket of connectors, stainless fittings back there. It's full of harness fitting or harness connections, and it's got a couple of my homemade race drivers in there for wheel bearing races. Water. Over here on this side, gloves, odds and ends, dielectric grease, slip tack for gaskets, what have you. And over here, so the Capri tools, 1/2" angle impact, been loving that. The 3/8 palm, Blue Point that I've had forever, angle or die grinder, air hose. Actually, let's just move some of this stuff around. So yeah, not a whole heck of a lot. Been using, since whenever I break bits, I've been replacing them with the Bosches. Been having pretty good luck with those. For my mini ductor, excuse me. All right, I had to pause a second. So spare gloves, Capri tools, inch-pound torque tool. That's been awesome. The other guy I worked with, he borrowed it one day so he could do some work on Harley, setting valves and stuff on that, and it fit in there just right, he said. So for you motorcycle guys out there, so 3/4 inch impacts, more 3/4 inch impacts up to 2 1/4 inch down there at the bottom, some more small ones. Brought this from home. It's been kind of handy. The bit driver, 3/8 cordless, mini torch. This came on the deal, and it's the oscillating tool, which has actually been really handy since we do some panel work from time to time. Not just for the sanding, but for the cutting disc. And that was where when you went, you got the 2 battery set with, and it came with the double charger. During Black Friday at Home Depot, you got a tool, so I bought that. That I got a year ago. Napa was having a sale, 140 bucks, came with the batteries, the chargers, the whole 9 yards. So I got the M12 Sawzall. Let's see. Move some things here. Snap-on air hammer, Capri tools, beast of a angle impact, 3/4 inch. Snap-on stubby, 3/8 air tape measure. Snap-on 1/2 inch. The M12 1/4 inch drive, 3/8 drive. There's the high torque 1/2 inch from Milwaukee. Beast. And this is a beast. When you can do, semi-truck lug nuts with it, yeah, it beats anything that, that 1/2 inch that Matco or Mac's gonna have off of their little bitty trucks. All right, the Capri extensions, I'm still rocking. Spares in case I have to drag the cart over to another bay or something. And do that. Work out of a different bay. We use our wash bay here from time to time. We have a whole separate wash bay. All right, so the snap-on tray I've got loaded up full of bits, and the Olsa Tools ones fit down in there really good to add to everything. So that bit tray, get you guys a better view here. Pretty darn full. Let me put that socket back on. There we go. 3/4 inch ratchet. Some cheap pry bars I made into seal pullers. A new one for my mini ductor Venom because the other one's about to burn out, so I bought one so I have it. Excuse me. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much my working bit tray, specialty sockets, sensor sockets, chamber sockets, adapters, all of those that are in relatively high use, and one right there that I need to get put in there a lot of the time. Um, Soldering iron stuff, spare gloves, chisel, angle. Now, bins. Bought this tool shop kit several months ago because it was 15 bucks. But then, you know, it's spare bits. The drill bits work okay. Then, as you can see, I've been using, get it to focus, the Bosch bits as I've been breaking the cheap ones out. So what we do use a lot of the Phillips square 1, square 2, square 3s, and it's got a little bit more, $15. It's not a bad set. More of a home set, that's for sure, but looking at the Milwaukees, those were just way too expensive. Then in case I got to make tools, or Snap-on winds up having a trade-in special at some point, still holding on to that cheap piece of crap set. So then on down, grease gun, soap, clamps back there, tool shop brand, not really anything too special. Spare caging bolts, oil can, cheap Napa light. It works okay. It was cheap. So it's still got race drivers, Craftsman, Eklund T handles, air tool components, extra air tools. This one I keep on the bigger size rather than most of our fittings around here in the shop are that. So anything that needs a little bit bigger CFM, I just put a larger inlet on it. Spare parts, some hole saw stuff for the saw, and odds and ends drawer of things, heat shrink, more blades, more chambers. Solemn reminder that I was comparing them one day. This was a prototype that didn't work out. Keeping these in case I need the handles to make something with. This was a Tecton that I bought from back when and am not impressed with. In case I need to make more specialty tools, because you know that happens. AC fin kits for condenser units and evaporator units. Just picked them up from Amazon a little while ago. It was like a $6 or $7 set. More of the keys for disc brakes. So spare ratchets and that atrocious thing from Harbor Freight. Ignition coil for teaching. And Blue Point. I keep spares around because you never know. Then on the bottom, I've got a knee mat here from Husky. It's the extra thick one. It helps out. All right. Yeah, that one wound up getting chewed up. So if we ever get one that goes bad where I can harvest the parts off of, make a whole new one. Spare back set stuff because there were some things that I did not send in with them, but they sent me a whole new unit. Rags, microfiber cloth grinder, bag, my nail pouch. This is spare regulator, 3/4 inch impact sockets I've not used. Gonna probably take them home. I think those are metric. My mini ductor Venom, which I love that guy. Actually, I'll need that anyway. So this is the caliper kit. It's a cheap one off Amazon. I might show that one later. Spare gloves and spare parts seals, gaskets, that sort of stuff. There we have it. All right, so there's the tour. Probably took a little bit longer because I did both, including the cart. I don't think I've done one of the cart yet. So there you guys go. Hope you enjoy. And remember, shop safety is just as important as firearm safety. You screw something up, somebody could die, and we'll catch you later.